back in Duval. Alongside Joel A. Erickson of the Indy Star. It is First and Joel here in Jacksonville as the Colts try to snap this skid that they've been on, Joel. And they call rain the great equalizer, but these two teams seem pretty equal already, both 8-4 and tied for first in the South.
Yeah, it's interesting though, because the Jaguars kind of feel like one of those teams that like you kept waiting for the other shoe to drop this season. It hasn't dropped yet. Trevor Lawrence's numbers are not that great. Their defense has played very well in terms of turnovers. It's stuff that doesn't feel sustainable, but it's ended up being sustainable to get them to 8-4.
And here they are with 3 wins in a row. In fact, as the Colts are trying to, like I said, snap this streak. Daniel Jones hasn't participated in the streak, but he has also not had his best games recently. Is that leg injury really hindering what he can do in one way or another that is causing maybe one or two things on offense not to be clicking as they had earlier in the season?
Well, I think that if you watch last week's game, he didn't really move out of the pocket very much. They did do some roll stuff, but he didn't roll the same way. When he scrambled against Kansas City, it didn't look the same. I do think it's getting better. He looked better last week against Houston, but I think the bigger issue with the offense is just 3 of the last 4 games, we kind of lost it because of the Atlanta game in Berlin with JT. The running game has not been the same for about a month now.
And Jonathan Taylor, if the running game hasn't been the same, is the answer just to feed him more, or is it to feed him differently in some way?
I think the biggest thing is that the interior of the line, specifically Tanner Bortolini, they need to get up on linebackers. Teams have been getting linebackers to the line of scrimmage, making it difficult for Taylor to get room, and that's been the biggest issue.
Let's shift to the other side of the ball on defense. The Colts have certainly felt the loss of DeForest Buckner on the defensive line. Now Sauce Gardner is out too. Charvarius Ward is back and has been playing fine in his stead, but what does the defense have to do in order to limit what the Jaguars do on offense today?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is that without Gardner, you don't necessarily have the one-on-one matchup. Parker Washington's not supposed to play today for the Jaguars. That's almost a problem for this Colts defense a little bit, because Charvarius Ward would be the guy to take on that guy, and then you make matchups the other way. It's kind of an offense where they can just spread it around. That's a piece of it that I think is a little bit difficult. And then I think ETN, the running game, is something I'm worried about, especially if the rain kicks up here.
When the Colts and Jaguars meet today, it will be for sole possession of first place in the AFC South. That's certainly more on the players' minds than any of this 10-year losing streak, right? Even though fans probably point to that all the time and say, can we just snap this dang 10-game losing streak?
Yeah, I think the thing about the streak is how weird it is. It doesn't make any sense if you look at betting lines. It just really, really doesn't make sense. Like the 2018 game, it's the only game the Colts lose in a stretch of 11 that they win every other game. The 2020 game, it's the only game the Jaguars win here. The players and the coaches don't seem to think it's that big of a deal, but I know for fans and for the organization, and I think maybe the players who've been here a little bit longer, it's a larger issue of we just got to get a win here.
All right, let's listen to Joel A. Erickson's keys to the game here in Jacksonville as the Horseshoes take on the Jaguars for first place in the AFC South.
Well, number one, be ready for the rain. It's supposed to come at some point. We don't know when it's going to come in heavy, but it's supposed to come at some point. People always think about running the ball. I was at the Bomb Cyclone game in San Francisco when Michael Pittman made a couple of catches down the field. Sometimes you can throw the ball. It'll be interesting to see how the Colts handle it, because this is a good run defense. Number 2, rip it from Trevor. Trevor Lawrence has a history in rainy games of struggling with fumbles. He's had like a 4-fumble game against Philadelphia in the rain. If you can get to the passer, you got a chance to get some big turnovers there. And then the last one is just roll with Tyler Warren, the rookie tight end. This Jaguars defense is one of the worst in the NFL. They've given up more catches and more yards to tight ends than every defense except one in the NFL. I think that's where you go to get yards today.
And the Colts will be breaking in a new kicker as well, and Groupie coming in from New Orleans was good in one aspect. He could hit his extra points, but field goals were really very much a struggle for him there.
Yeah, it's really just the consistency of is he making it left or right, because he can kick it long. It's one thing he gets with Badgley that you don't have, or the one thing you didn't have with Badgley that you do have with Groupie is that he can kick it from 50 plus. The hard part is it just hasn't been consistent.
He's all about 5'7", maybe an inch or two, like right around my height, and yet he boots at 57 yards. I'd be lucky to make it 7 myself. That's Joel A. Erickson. You can check out all his work online, IndyStar.com. This has been First and Joel. We'll be right back inside the Blue Zone.